Yeah, yeah. Press L music. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's on.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Riz Ill, and I'm back on the channel with another reaction. I hope my speaker doesn't go off because I don't know what's been happening. I don't think there's a problem yet, but I've been charging this thing, but it's always like telling me the battery is low. Not always, but in between spaces. Maybe I've been making so much music recently that like I don't notice when I'm not charging it enough, because I'm always using it, takes, retakes, etc. Mixing. Why am I telling you my life? I couldn't drop a reaction yesterday because, as I said, I've been kind of busy and swamped with the music I've currently been making. But today I'm back with another one, and today we're gonna get it started with Shane Gillis. We're gonna do another one, and this one is him further elaborating on his experiences with autistic people. Or should I just do another one? Should I do the To Catch a Predator one? To Catch a Predator seems like, what, let's do To Catch a Predator. Because I feel like we already did like a autistic thing, right? We already did like the whole autistic thing with the Special Olympics and shit, and he was like, which was spot on, but fuck it. So we're gonna do To Catch a Predator today, and I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch the thumbnails and everything. So let's get it started, alright?
What do we got? We got a couple.
Eagles suck.
I've heard astrology and belly button rings. I feel like those go
Do
hand
girls
in hand.
still? Yeah, they do. The girls. Are you guys still getting belly button rings? I don't know. I haven't fucked a whore lately. Is this good improv?
This is masterclass at UCB. This is what that is. I think, dude, you know what's hilarious? My mom has a belly button.
Does she?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why? How old is she?
Midlife crisis.
Does she still have it?
Well, no, it got infected, so she's not.
Dude, just an older woman getting like a scratch, like, oh, I think it's gone bad. Just sitting on a couch, like, oh, there's pus. It's gone bad.
Mom, you have a stain on your shirt. It's the belly button ring.
Life alert, yeah. I got some good. My grandma fell. She's dead. She didn't have. No.
This is the worst commercial for Life Alert. Life Alert? My grandma had it. She's no longer with us. Only $19.95. 3 easy payments of.
No, I don't know. You ever see an old lady fall? Like my grandma fell. She was trying to get the hose from behind her house, and she fell behind a bush.
Should I act it out?
Like if you want, but it looked like well, this is gonna distract me, I think.
Okay.
Now that you're doing it, I was like, it looked like, but yeah, she fell, and then her feet were just sticking out from a bush. And she laid there for like 2 hours. It was the summer.
Whoa, wait, she Wizard of Oz did it, where she was
like just her feet were sticking out from under a bush in her backyard.
Oh,
and then a neighbor's kid found her. Which is very funny, because if you don't have Life Alert and you're old, you just have to yell.
But it's very faint if you're
older.
older.
Lay there, be like, help! Isn't that funny? You guys don't think it's funny to have to lay there?
And this kid is like, are birds talking to me in that bush over there?
He probably thought it was a witch, dude. Very witch-like.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know where this is going, but I think it's kind of crazy to be joking about how your grandmother died. I mean, I know it's good to find like happiness or like a joke in almost everything. I'm not saying he's getting offensive, or I'm not even like saying like, oh, that's offensive or anything of that sort. I'm just looking at it like, yo man, isn't this a little bit, I don't know, it just seems out of place, man. I don't know. Something in me is like, not, because, okay, him, I'm sure maybe he was close to his grandmother and everything. But me as a person, okay, in terms of my situation, I never grew up with my extended family or whatever, me and my mom and my father, we lived in South Africa. We didn't live in Kenya, you know. So I never knew my grandparents like that. I never knew my grandmother like that, etc., etc. But even I wouldn't be joking about some stuff like this. Not in terms of like the whole her dying. I'm just talking about the whole process of how she died. Yeah, that's what I kind of like. I'm kind of shaken up about He's joking about the process in which she died. You know what I'm saying? And this guy is piling on, and like it's not your grandmother. Like what? Hey, bro, I don't know. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Come here, little boy.
Come to the bush.
Help me.
Face down, ass up.
Kardashian, To Catch a Predator.
To Catch a Predator. You know what's fucked up? I used to kind of cheer a little for the Predators. And I'll tell you why. I didn't want them to get laid.
I mean, if it's a football game, they are the away team.
They're going into hostile territory. But they also, like, that show, if you watch that show, it's not, look, I think pedophiles are bad. Let me lead with that.
He's running for office next year, by the way. Let me just say.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. But if you watch that show again now, they're just trapping, like, very, like, mentally handicapped guys and Indians. That's all they're getting. They're getting me and Akash. Every day, me and Akash show up. And that's all they got. They tricked them. And then the Indian, the best are like dudes directly from India. Where they were just like, they're like, sit down, do you know this girl's 15? And they're like, yes. And they're like, you understand you're going to do it. It's like, why? Why am I in trouble? This is going to be the best day. Because that's their culture, and I respect other cultures.
Yeah, it is.
The fact that you have the knowledge of other people's culture is actually very culturally sensitive, Shane.
Thank you.
Yeah. All the Indians up front are like, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you
guys.
clapping?
Thank you. I support it.
Let's get one more suggestion. What do we got?
Stretch marks.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Stretch marks, Jeffrey Epstein. And what was this over here? Breast implants.
Your call. It's funny, there's a bunch of things Jeffrey Epstein hated.
That deserves a lot.
What do you think?
Breast implants.
Yeah, what do you
Have
like?
you ever felt them?
I have felt them.
What's that like?
I don't know. I always have guys that are very like, oh, you can tell those tits are fake. And I'm just like, usually, we're both... What? It was a good time?
That woman is dead who you're referring to. It was a good time.
Yeah, I like touching them. I love boobs. I like touching boobs.
Yeah.
I love mature naturals. I love A-cup angels.
By the way, this is the obscure section of the Victoria's Secret catalog. I like mushy marmies. I like saggy Sallies, you know.
I don't know how you like saggies. Big heavy saggies.
Big heavy saggies.
I love sucking on it. Fucking big heavy saggies. Especially when they're on top, you just like a fucking goldfish. That has to be somebody's joke. Because that was pretty good.
I think it's by,
that was actually a really good joke.
Shane Gillis. Give it over to Shane
Hey,
Gillis.
thanks, guys.
Shit, man. But that's a skill, right? I'm really thinking about how they improving and then they just coming up with like, it's sort of like if you're naturally like, if you're a person that's naturally inclined to humor, let me not talk myself up too much in terms of like comedy and all, because I'm just a normal person. I am a rapper. I am not a comedian. But you sort of always like coming up with like random conversations in your head that are funny instead, like when you're not like with the guys just shooting the shit and just like improving jokes about different like topics that you guys are coming up with naturally when you guys are just like talking amongst each other, you just being guys. I think that's what improv is. It's like on the spot with the spotlight on you and people just throwing things on you and you just showing how naturally funny you can be. And hey man, I think it's dope, man. I wonder if who's the best improv comedian or something. Can you guys recommend like some people who are like really good at improv? Maybe I can react to it. But in terms of the To Catch a Predator one, which is the main reason for this event, like titled Shane Gillis To Catch a Predator, blah blah. I'm not gonna read the rest of the title. He's right, bro. They usually do look like him. Like when he said it, I was like, like it was like that revelation in the last Shane Gillis reaction that I did, right? When he said like he compared himself to the autistic people, and I was like, yeah, you do look kind of autistic. And now it's like, yeah, you do look like a predator. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a predator, dog, for real though. He looks like a predator. He looks like those guys that I mentioned before. I don't know whether the reaction is did I upload that reaction? I think I did. Or sometimes I've stopped being hit by copyright strikes, but sometimes you never know if you got hit by something and you were forced to take it down. But I said it in that other reaction. They usually look like that, like misshapen, slovenly. They look like the definition of losers in terms of the world specifications and all. Not much going for them, etc., etc. Bottom of the barrel. And then in terms of the Indian, I haven't seen many Indians on To Catch a Predator. Maybe I didn't watch too many To Catch a Predators. But I have lived with Indians my entire life. But they were more modernized. They were South African Indians. They weren't Indians from India. You know what I'm saying? So they were more westernized. They still had a bit of their culture, but they were more westernized. Like, no Indian I know could speak like their language of Hindi or Tamil and all fluently. All of them spoke English, None of them could really speak their mother tongue. It's not like black people where we can speak English, but then we still got, like me, I got Swahili. My parents are from two different tribes, so I got my father's tribe, Mbere, and then my mother's tribe, Meru, and then they have their own languages, so that's like 3 plus English, that's 4. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that with them. It's like they couldn't. So I don't have experience with the Indians from India, but I do know they do have that thing where I saw a documentary on Vice where even like 12-year-olds and 15-year-olds are being put in arranged marriages. Even from as low as like 6-year-olds, bro, their parents are already putting them in marriages and planning it for them. And it's usually, sometimes in some cases, it's usually they're marrying their young daughter who hasn't even hit puberty yet to some older guy. They start prepping her to be his wife, like to assume the full responsibilities of a wife in the future, for that older guy and stuff. I don't know in some cases whether they allow like sexual activity to happen between them. But hey, man, it's true. Like if they're caught in To Catch a Predator, they might not see a problem with it because they might not be used to the Western world. Because in other parts of the world, trust me, in other parts of the world, we are very different from America and how y'all do things. Sometimes I see your problems and I'm like, some of that shit wouldn't fly over here, bro. You wouldn't even be allowed to complain about that shit, like where I'm from, like over here. It's like y'all are whipped. No offense, but that's been me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my channel, and wish me good luck on my endeavors as I keep on going, because today is gonna be a long ass day. Take care.
Stack it up. They got duffel bags, rack it up. We got all the